Act 1. The Hippocratic Oath for Hounds. Good Paws Veterinary Clinic, night. In this city, the rain doesn't just fall, it punishes. Heavy drops shatter against the cracked asphalt. Above the entrance, a neon sign flickers. A neon dog twitches its leg due to a short circuit. Int. Clinic, night. The place is sterile, smelling of formaldehyde and cheap coffee. Alex ties a final knot on a bandage. His movements are precise, but his fingers tremble slightly from exhaustion. The patient, a golden retriever, licks his hand. Mary Higgins takes the leash.
You're staying late for the second night in a row, Alex. The dogs are lucky to have you, but your wife...
Ex-wife, Mary. And the dogs don't care what time it is, as long as it stops hurting. Mary leaves. Alex slides the deadbolt shut. He pulls an envelope from his desk. Inside is a bank notice in bold red letters, foreclosure notice. Next to it is a brochure for a prestigious college featuring a photo of his daughter, Maya. He flips the light switch. Suddenly, a loud crack. Someone is pounding on the glass. Alex sees a silhouette, a man in a leather jacket, soaked to the bone. On his shoulder, he carries another man who hangs like a sack of flour, arms dangling lifelessly. Alex shakes his head and points to his watch.
We're closed. St. Luke's Hospital is 5 minutes away. The man outside, Kyle, pulls a pistol. He taps the barrel against the glass, right on the neon dog's nose. Alex slowly unlocks the door. Kyle stumbles in, dragging the wounded man. Blood immediately stains the white tile, bright, arterial red. On the table. Now.
I said now!
Are you insane? He has a gunshot wound to the gut. He needs an ER, a surgical team. Right now, there's only you, Doc. Make sure he doesn't die. Otherwise, you'll find out exactly how this thing works. Alex looks at the wounded man. He's young, pale as a ghost. He swallows hard. He can't say no. Not this time. He grabs a bottle of rubbing alcohol and a pack of large animal tranquilizer. This is ketamine for horses. If I give him too much, he won't wake up. If I give him too little, he'll die of shock. Do it. Alex injects the drug. His world narrows down to the edges of the wound. He uses veterinary retractors. The tools feel too crude for human flesh. An hour passes. Alex is drenched in sweat. He drops a bloody bullet into a metal tray. The clink sounds like the end of a symphony. I did what I could. Get him out of here, and don't ever come back. Kyle silently places a stack of cash on the table. $5,000. Thick, smelling of fresh ink.
Act 2. Rot and Gold. Alex's kitchen, morning. Alex sits across from Maya. She sips orange juice, flipping through a textbook. Dad, I was thinking, maybe I'll just go to the local community college. I know money is tight. Alex looks at his hands. Under his fingernails is a thin line of dried blood that no soap can wash away. In his pocket sits $5,000. No, you're going to the city. I found some extra work. A large clinic chain offered me a consulting contract. Everything will be fine, Maya. I promise. He lies easily. That scares him most of all. Clinic, 1 week later. The clinic is transformed. New ultrasound equipment, expensive meds. Alex works like a machine. But now, the patients only arrive at night and only through the back door. Officer Mike enters. He's an old friend. His uniform is a bit tight around the waist. He looks around. Damn, Alex, this place looks fancy. Did you find oil under the kennels? An old grant finally came through. Remember that rare breed protection program I applied for? Right. Listen, there was a shootout at the port yesterday. They found 2 bodies in a ditch, but 3 are missing. Word on the street is there's a black doctor out there, stitching people up like dogs. Alex continues wiping the table. His face is a mask. If you see anything strange, Alex, stay away. These people aren't St. Bernards. They bite to kill. Mike leaves. Alex only exhales when the sound of the patrol car fades. He goes to the back room and opens a safe. It doesn't hold 5,000 anymore. It holds 50.
Act 3. The Major League. Exterior clinic parking lot, night. Alex walks toward his car. The rain is still falling. Suddenly, headlights blind him. 3 men step out of a blacked-out van. They wear expensive suits, but combat knives are tucked into their belts. A bag goes over his head. A sharp needle hits his neck. Operating block Omega, night. Alex wakes up, zip-tied to a chair. When the bag is pulled off, he winces at the blinding white light. This isn't a clinic. This is a spaceship. High-end equipment that doesn't even exist in the city's best hospitals. A man in a gray suit stands before him, the advisor. Your work with nylon thread and veterinary antibiotics, it's impressive. Where am I? I want to go home. I have a daughter. The advisor. Your daughter is sleeping right now, and we very much want her to wake up in a good mood. The advisor steps aside. On the operating table lies the boss. A piece of rebar is sticking out of his chest. The advisor. We had the best surgeon from Germany, but he lost his nerve. He made a mistake. Now we need someone who is used to working on animals. Alex approaches the table. His hands shake, but when he picks up the scalpel, a strange calm washes over him. This is his element. The surgery lasts 4 hours. Alex opens the chest cavity. He sees the boss's heart beating. Slow, heavy. It is the heart of a monster. The moment of choice. Alex holds a clamp. One wrong jerk and the aorta would burst. It would all be over. The city would breathe a sigh of relief. Maya would be safe. Or would she? He looks at the camera in the corner. He realizes he isn't a doctor here. He is a tool. Alex performs a flawless suture, the most beautiful work of his life.
Act 4. The Master and His Pedant. Break room, later. Alex sits in a leather armchair. He's been washed, dressed in an expensive robe. On the table sits cognac and a steak served rare. The boss enters on a gurney, conscious. His eyes hold an icy clarity. I'm done. Take me back. I'll forget all of this. I don't want your money. The boss gives a faint smile. You don't understand, Alex. You aren't a mercenary. Mercenaries leave. You are a find. The boss presses a button on a remote. The walls of the room suddenly turn opaque. The windows vanish. The door locks with heavy magnetic bolts. Do you know why I like veterinarians? You don't ask a dog how it got its wound. You just heal it. And a dog is always loyal to the one who feeds it. Alex rushes to the door, pounding his fists. The reinforced glass doesn't even vibrate. I have a life, a daughter. You can't do this. Your daughter received her enrollment confirmation. Full grant. A private driver will take her to the university. She'll think you're working in a secret lab abroad. We'll send her letters, photos, gifts. The advisor places a laptop on the table. On the screen is Maya. She's walking through a park, smiling. 10 yards behind her, 2 men in black follow unnoticed. She is your collateral. Your obedience is her safety. You have everything you need here. A library, equipment, the best food. You will treat my people and me. Alex slowly sinks onto the bed in the corner. It is perfectly made. Too perfectly. He looks at his hands. They are clean, but he can smell the blood, that very first blood from the clinic. He remembers the retriever that licked his hand at the start of this story. Now, he is that retriever, sitting in a golden cage, waiting for his master to call him to stitch up another wound. Boss VO. Get some sleep, Doc. They're bringing 3 men in from the port tomorrow. One has a nasty shoulder wound. You can handle that, right? Alex doesn't answer. He stares at the opaque glass, behind which there is no rain, no sky, and no future.